I used to think that picking a niche would box me in, but it actually set me free. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do the same thing. I want to first define what a niche is, and this is my definition. Something that you are good at, plus a group of people that you identify with, meaning you actually understand them, you have some affinity for them, you relate to them in some way. And so for me, the thing that I'm good at is business, pretty general, just business. And then the group of people that I identify with the most are entrepreneurs. I've been an entrepreneur for over a decade. I've done online business, local service business, B2C, B2B. So I've done a lot of different things. I understand what entrepreneurs and creators are going through. People who are trying to start a business, trying to grow a business, I intimately understand that. So it makes it very easy for me to understand what they're going through, their thoughts, their problems, their challenges. So this is a good audience for me. And so that's a niche, right? So at this point, we're not quite there yet, right? It's pretty vague. It's business and entrepreneurs. But then we look at the offer, right? And this is where things get interesting. A lot of people think that the offer, like what you do, is your niche. So for example, when I'm helping entrepreneurs or creators who want to start a business, monetize their audience, I can do many different things. I can do marketing, I can offer sales, I can offer how to find your niche, which is a program I'm working on right now. There's a lot of different things I could do, right? Those are offers. Those are going to change over time. That can be a digital product you sell, it could be a course, it could be coaching, it could be a done-for-you service. Maybe you're doing Facebook ads, right? So that's an offer. That's something that you are selling. That's like the specific product or service. That is not your niche. And I think that's where a lot of the confusion and frustration comes from, because I know that when I was starting a business, my most recent business right now, my consulting agency, I was trying to figure out, what should I do? Should I help people with sales? Should I help them with marketing? Should I help them with scaling? Should I help them with productivity? And I was too worried about who they were in terms of their business stage. Like, oh, but I should help only new people, or I should help only existing business owners who are trying to hire a sales team, or I should help only with closing deals. And that is when you start to get boxed in. That's when people start to get squirmy, because they're like, well, I don't want to do just that one thing. I'm so much more than just sales or just marketing or just fitness. I don't want to be just the guy who teaches how to lose weight. I want to also help people get jacked, right? So that's the area where people get stuck very quickly. And that's also, though, the secret to being set free. And this is what I realized, is that when you pick a niche, you're able to go deep on their problems. You're able to figure out what they are thinking, what they really, really want, all their deepest desires, and the biggest challenges they have. So that then frees you to create many different offers. And at the beginning, you're probably going to have one core offer because it's easier to get started. But over time, you're going to have many offers. Your first offer will not be your last. You're not going to scale a business on one product or service. You might have a core product or service that brings in thousands and thousands of clients, but you're always going to have upsells, cross-sells, new offerings. You're going to advance. You're going to expand on what you're doing. And that is where the freedom really comes from. But I think most people, and myself included, we can, get lost in the fact that, oh, I don't want to box myself in. I don't want to limit myself to only this one thing, when really the only way you're limiting yourself is by not doing anything, because you're jumping between ideas all day long. The best way to scale and set yourself free is to pick one group of people and really one problem they're trying to solve. If it's health related, like if it's fitness, you're trying to help them get fit. There's many different ways that can be structured. If it's business related, you're trying to help them make more money. You're trying to help them get their time back. There's all these different things, right? Every industry is like that. So I think you got to fall in love with the problem and the person. And when you do that, you're going to find ultimate freedom, and you're going to be able to go deep on your expertise and your knowledge. And that's where people are going to say, this person knows what they're talking about. I want to work with this person because even though that video I just watched wasn't exactly what I'm struggling with right now, I can just tell they're an expert, and I want to see what they can help me with in this other area over here. It's that group of people that you're serving. They're going to be interested in your other services. So I think the key here is when you start to feel limited, boxed in, that's actually the direction you should go, because you're on the right path. That's going to put you squarely in the domain of the right people and the right audience for you to really help them. And when you can help people, you're going to grow your business.